at the same time, because different people watch certain places. Hi, everybody who's joining me. Say hi as you come on. So I want to talk about how to release fear, stress, and anxiety at this time. Okay, as you're coming on, maybe just tell me how many of you are feeling fear, stress, or anxiety. So we are in quite an interesting time, aren't we? Is anyone not talking about the coronavirus? And I'm having, mixed feelings and emotions about it. I think we all are. I kind of bounce between, oh, this is amazing. This is a good reset for people. We're going to learn amazing lessons. To, are my parents going to be okay? What about all these people losing their jobs? That worry train. And as I've been going more and more into it, and hi everybody who's coming on, in my calmer moments, there's a message that I've been getting both internally and from people I trust that I want to share with all of you today. And that is the importance of our energetic hygiene at this time, okay? We're talking so much about our physical hygiene. We're not talking enough about our emotional and our energetic hygiene at this time, and we need to, okay? So this isn't some woo-woo spiritual bypass, let's just meditate and light and love it away. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying we're a lot of us are getting too caught up in the fear and the media. Now, I read a beautiful article. I'm going to see if I can put a link. I can definitely put a link in Facebook. I'll come back and put it in Instagram. But I read a beautiful article from a journalist about how, I'm going to have to look for it, I can't find it at this moment, but how the media is really, really perpetuating an unreasonable amount of fear. And I'm not saying, now get me clear, I'm not saying that the media shouldn't be telling us what's going on, but the delivery of it and the headlines and some of the things that we're seeing are just perpetuating an incredible amount of fear. And we're not even getting, you can go to one site and get some information and then another site to get contradictory information. So I'm not going to harp too much about that, but what I do want to talk to you is about fear and stress. So I've shared this publicly, I'm sharing it again. When I went through a very stressful time and my body was stressed, my mind was stressed, everything was stressed, I got a virus, Epstein-Barr virus. A lot of us have that, but I got a massive flare-up of that virus, and I am 100% sure it is because my immune system was suppressed due to stress. Viruses, just as much as they feed on germs, they feed on stress. So, and fear. So I'm imploring, is that the right word? I was gonna say begging, but that wasn't the right word. I'm encouraging all of you to take energetic and emotional hygiene. Let's talk about what that looks like. Okay, so emotional hygiene means, it doesn't mean you're gonna be all happy, light and love all the time. Most of us are getting triggered. I woke up this morning with a lot of anxiety. I could feel it in my chest. That's where I'm feeling the collective. A lot of us are tapping into, collective anxiety right now. And I'm not saying that you just bypass that and read some affirmations and everything should be fine. If you can move out of it that quickly, good on you. But a lot of us are really feeling stuck in that fear and anxiety. So what I want you to do for your emotional hygiene is I want you to move and release that energy. So there's various ways you can do it. You can cry. I had a really good cry this morning. It felt really good. And it wasn't just tears for me. It's just all the uncertainty and the things that are going on last night, all the people that have already passed. It there's grief in it, okay? So you can have a good cry. But when you're crying, I don't want you thinking about how terrible it is. When you're crying, instead, I want you to be like, it's okay, let it out, I let this go. My old coach Mona used to say, crying is like rinsing the emotional system. So have a good cry, but when you're crying, don't be going into the sympathy and the pity and the oh my God and all that stuff. You're crying to release. So you're saying when you're crying to yourself, it's okay, let it out, let those tears out. I'm releasing this, I'm letting it go. You're being that compassionate cheerleader for yourself while you're doing it. Okay, that's one way. Some of you may be feeling a lot of rage too. It's hitting me, maybe it's a male-female thing. It's hitting me more on the emotional, on the like grief and anxiety level. It's hitting my husband more on the anger level. And so you might be getting really angry too. And what you want to do for that, I call it the temper tantrum technique, Get a pillow, get something you can hit with, or your hands, and just let it out, or scream into a pillow like, what the fuck is going on? Like, let it out. A lot of times fear, we end up feeling a lot of fear because we're not feeling our grief and our anger. And the fear and the anxiety is just sitting upon grief and anger. Because a lot of you are already grieving things that you're afraid are going to happen that aren't even happening yet. So just let those what ifs and that grief out through a good cry, through a good anger burn. Another thing you can do to move the energy is put on some really loud music, whatever kind of energy you want. Music's an amazing state changer, and don't just listen to it, move. Dance, and not like dance like you're at a club trying to impress the hot guy or girl over on the other side, not your like sexy dance moves. Dance so you like are moving energy out of the body. Like you want to look like a crazy person dancing around. Just like move that energy out of the body. That's another really good way. Another great way is to release write. Get a piece of paper, write it all out, write all your thoughts, and just rip it up when you're done. So that's the first step with your emotional hygiene, is let it go. You can also join Steph and I for our next breathwork session. You can access the past breathwork and meditation and coaching calls we've done in the past. We're doing guided breathwork, meditation, and coaching sessions every 3 to 4 days. Our next one is tomorrow at it's 1 p.m. here, so it's 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Just go to christinehasser.com/free meditation and sign up, and you'll be notified of all those. We are going to keep doing those, so just keep coming back because breathwork is great. So that's the first part of your emotional hygiene, okay? Is everybody going to do this? Like, this is really, really important because we've, collectively, especially those of us on the consciousness path, we have got to get out of the constant fear and the constant anxiety because, like I said, that is the level that it adds to the spread. And I'm not downplaying the hygienic part, the quarantine part. We're home, we're not going anywhere. That's all the really super practical, physical level, 3D reality kind of stuff that we need to do. But if we just do that, my concern is that's not enough. So we've got to add the emotional and energetic hygiene part. And so please spread this message to as many people as you possibly can. Emotional and energetic hygiene. So I'm going to keep going. So first, the release. That's the first part. The next part is to somehow create safety and self-soothing for yourself. So I've talked about this again as well. When we're in massive uncertainty, inner child wounding gets really activated. And one of the biggest inner child wounds that we've all had is when a shoe dropped, when we had a massive expectation hangover and life suddenly changed. And so a lot of us, even though we might be, let's say 37, 51 years old, in this like current time, our 8-year-old, our 13-year-old, or however old we were when we had massive uncertainty is being triggered. So there's an inner child in you that's freaked the F out. And when it feels like you're not taking care of it, that continues to perpetuate the fear and anxiety, okay? So safety and soothing, what does that look like? One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. I'm safe, it's okay. Everything's okay right now. And soothe yourself, grab a stuffed animal, hold it. Stand up against the wall or sit up against a chair and feel yourself really supported. Create that safety, create that self-soothing, that nurturing self-talk. Take inhales and even longer exhales so you start to calm your nervous system down. So the calming and the meditation is very important. You need to add the inner dialogue about creating safety inside of you. So breathing, thinking calm thoughts, but feeling the feeling of safety, because in uncertainty, it's that solar plexus, third chakra, safety center that really, really gets triggered. And the more that gets triggered, guess what? The more fear we feel as a collective. So that's a really important part too. You are safe and you are loved. I am safe and I am loved. This hand is heart, right? This hand is heart. I am love. This hand is safety and I'm safe, okay? So that's the next part of your energetic hygiene and emotional hygiene. Your third piece, and it's not long. Will I post this recording? Yes, I think I have the camera turned the wrong way to post it, but I will try. So the third part of emotional and energetic hygiene is Then shifting your frequency. Okay, so the first part's the release the energy. The second part is safety and soothing, okay? Nervous system, calming the nervous system down. You can't calm yourself if you've got all this pent up energy. So that's why I'm saying do the release first. Do the cry, do the burn, do the breath work, do the dancing, do the release writing. You got to get it out first. Then you can get to the safety and soothing. This is why in our live calls, Steph and I always start with the breath work, because we're moving energy out of your body before we get to the meditation. So the third part, shifting your state, like shifting your vibrational state. My favorite to get to, which is really an exit route off of fear and anxiety, is gratitude. Studies have shown that gratitude can help people through a panic attack. It can actually reduce the severity and intensity of panic attacks. So I want you to, as much as you can, get to the place of gratitude, even gratitude for this virus. Like there are incredible blessings that are going to come out of this that we don't even know. Just the fact that so many cruise ships and intercontinental flights have been stopped, like the ocean is getting a breath of life. That's just one of the many, things that are happening. So get into the gratitude. And I'm going to add something here. I want you to have gratitude for future events in your life that are going to come. So I want you to have gratitude about having Thanksgiving dinner or holiday dinner with your family. I want you to have gratitude for the new opportunities that are going to come forward. I want you to have gratitude for the abundance that's coming forward. I want you to have gratitude for your health and your well-being and your immune system. Most of us are using our imagination poorly right now. We are using our ability to visualize and imagine to think of worst case scenarios and what if, and oh my God, and it's gonna, all that kind of stuff. But what if, and follow it by something amazing. So I want you to feel that feeling of gratitude, not just think about it. So get the feeling by first thinking about something you're grateful for right now in this moment. So like right now, I could totally feel the feeling of gratitude for all of you. I love my tribe so much. It gets me teary. So I could completely get to that gratitude place. And then I can take that gratitude and I can think of, oh my gosh, the retreat that we're teaching in September in Austin, the live retreat, and people coming together and just craving community at that time. And it gets me in that frequency of gratitude. And then if you want to go even further, you can get to the frequency of love. That frequency of love and feeling that divine love. The divine has not abandoned us in this process. I promise you. So the more that you can get to that and then get to faith, oh my gosh, like if everybody was doing this, in addition to hand washing and quarantining and all that kind of stuff, this would be dramatic. And I just also just encourage you just to stop watching news and like going to the sites that are just feeding the fear. Maybe just go to the World Health Organization, that's where I'm going, and get your updates from there and turn the rest off. Because again, the more we click and buy and watch the media that's feeding all the fear, the more they're going to feed it. Oh, there's a beautiful poem called What If by Gertrude Gill. Oh, I'm going to look that out. I'm going to look that up. That's amazing. Okay, so let's review this. Again, come join us tomorrow, christinehassler.com. Put it here, christinehassler.com/free call. Come join us, free. We also are going to be doing one next week, specifically about your relationship, how your relationship can survive during this quarantine time, because a lot of people are, a little stressed out. So let's review before I sign off. What's number one? Emotional and energetic hygiene. Number one, release. Get it out. Don't try to bypass or push down the fear and anxiety you're feeling. If you're feeling it, give it an exit route. It'll be much easier to shift. And the more you can command that fear and anxiety to go, like I command you to go through these tears. I command you to go through this anger burn. I command you to go through this breath, through this dance, through this writing. You are out of here. You are also commanding viral activity out of your body. Okay? That's how important this is. So you get it out and you command it to leave with love. Then what's next? Safety and soothing. You gotta calm that nervous system down. You gotta Calm that inner child down. Tell her or him, it's okay, you're okay, we're gonna be okay, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe, okay? Then the final thing is get to gratitude. First start with what you're grateful for right now in this moment so you can generate the feeling, someone, something, your dog, whatever. 10 fingers, food in your refrigerator, like we're blessed. And then shift that gratitude to start thinking about future things you're already grateful for as if they're happening right now. Future things. Use that imagination and that power of your visualization for good. Okay? All right. Release, safety and soothe, get to gratitude, shift your frequency. Energetic and emotional hygiene. Are we all in for this? I hope so. And I hope I see many of you on the call tomorrow. Sending you lots of love. Lots and lots and lots of love. Bye, everybody.